Hey, I'm no short timer, but I don't know. I'd like to say you're like, yeah, just get worse.
I just saw the camera because they said to me to press it. This is my first round up.
Yeah, I said, make sure she's here. Okay, I didn't know.
Went to the city when it was up some.
It's a little website. Officially. And I just do the videos for them. I heard about it on the radio.
We have that section there. It's got our head answers in it.
Thank you.
One of my favorites.
It's going to be helpful. We had it the last.
Yeah, we know that.
American Indians from all over.
I'm sure he was right on the tour.
I drive.
How old is he?
I'll move my cat.
I mean, it's going to be worse.
I didn't watch my TV.
I get a smile. That's the round
I
So do you go get it?
We have a morning session on Saturday and night session on Saturday. We don't have any kids that dance.
Melody.
We have heavy dancers coming, heck coming. And I don't know if you know
How are you?
you always see in the paper, he's Native American. And he went to Washington when he was young. And he does.
Oh, okay. Since you asked me if it's good, I eat it. Sometimes I do things right. I go enjoy it. We do have one meeting at noon. So many changes.
Yeah, this was really
Good morning, Mr. Chapman. I know. That's my life for 2 years, yes. I know. Sorry, I was hitting you. I got it backwards.
Yeah, we realized it was three. That's all right. I said that.
You know what date that's going on? Okay, you're doing it up there? Yeah.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Thank you for all of you that are in attendance. Today we'll open the meeting at 9:03. We'll start off with public comment. There'll be another opportunity for public comment when we open the public, the normal session to our meeting that's scheduled for 9:30. But if you'd like to make public comment on this at this time, you're welcome to do so. I don't have any speaker cards, but is there anybody that would like to talk under public comment?
Hi, thank you for letting us come in and speak. Me and Diane Chandler, we represent the Signal Indian Rancheria Powwow, and we're gonna have it May 16th, 17th, and 18th down at the fairgrounds. I passed out all this little information, and what it is we're here to let you guys know that our host drum is from White Swan, Washington. The MC is Fred Hill from Pendleton, Oregon. And the radio director is Michael Keats from Yerington, Nevada. And what we wanted you guys to know is why we picked this. We had the students up at the college. We put it up to the whole community and Native Americans as well as non-natives to do our logo for this year. And this is why we picked this one.
In this logo, they utilize a soldier and rifle, and the center represents fallen soldiers and POWs. The Native American headdress takes the place of the military helmet to remember our ancestors of the past and our Native American veterans who fought with pride and honor to maintain freedom. The star stands for the great estate as it entered the Union. Then the following red, white stripes movement commemorated the dancers and how their flowing regalia moves as they dance. Finally, the yellow ribbon represents the military service families who are eagerly awaiting for their loved ones to return home. All of these symbols came together with respect and pride to commemorate the Susanville Indian Rancheria's 5th annual powwow 2014. And another reason we were here is we would like to see these people come from all over the United States and Canada. We have drums that come from all over the United States and Canada. We would like to see some of like our representatives to come to the powwow so we could introduce you. We would like to see, some participation just in that manner. We're not just Indians that are putting on this powwow. Native Americans, we would like to let them know the community is a community. And as long as we can show supervisors, we have always help from the sheriff's department. They patrol for us. The city police will patrol for us. But nobody sees them. They're in the background patrolling somewhere. But we would like to see somebody come and just say, hello, we're glad to have you in our community. It brings a lot of money into the community. They eat here for 3 days. They're here, some of them are here for 4 days, some for 5. They eat, they stay in motels, and we would just like to see this happen, that people come in. It's one of the reasons we're coming today.
And we also what it does is we have this powwow to honor our elders and our veterans. So, this year we're honoring the veterans from the Vietnam era this year. So that's why we also picked this emblem. And like I said, the students up there at Lassen College, they were the ones that designed it. And we only had one Native American in that class, the rest were non-natives. So we're really honored that they did this for us. And so hopefully next year we'll do the same, or any local student or person is eligible to put in a drawing to help us promote our powwow. And it's gone far as Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's where we have our, and we have our grand powwow where over 3,000 Indians gathered, or Native Americans gathered for the powwow. So with this went, and we have our princesses that you guys got the pictures with. They're representing Susanville. So we're going to be noticed back there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They went to Canada, and they went as far as Washington, D.C., representing Susanville. So I just wanted to see if you guys could help us out a little and come and see us. And we're asking for a small donation too. So if you guys could give us a small donation, it doesn't have to be money. It could be like gift basket or gift cards, something that we can raffle, because we work. There's only 5 of us that work all year long to run this powwow, to put it on.
And it takes over $15,000 to put this powwow on, and we earn all of our money. Nothing's given to us, we earn it.
So anyway, this is all we wanted to present to you guys today. So
If
thank
you have any
you.
questions, and we wanted you to let people know, this is just because it says that it's an SIR powwow does not mean it's all Native American. It means everybody is invited. Everybody donates to us and to the raffle, all the businesses. But sometimes they go, well, I didn't know I could go. It's a powwow. And I go, but everybody can come to the powwow. We just like to see somebody from the supervisors. We've already gone to the city council. We're even hitting the sanitation department up. We already have 2 people from them that said they would be there. Just to, even if you're there, like Saturday evening or Saturday day, where we can say this is part of our, Board of Supervisors for Lassen County that are helping promote this in the community. We did it for 15 years, and we had a lot of people. You came and represented, and then we had deaths in our family. Well, you cannot do anything for a year after a death, and it seemed like when we put this powwow on, somebody had somebody die in a year for about 4 years. So we quit. We came back now with 5 years, and we're head on heels. It's at the fairgrounds. It's a wonderful thing to watch, but it's sad when you don't see anybody from Lassen County, coming in and helping, or Susanville coming in and saying, oh, we just came for a few minutes to see something. The kids in they enjoy it, they run wild, they can help do what they wanna do right there around the arenas, it's, you know, they have kids dancing all the way from tiny tots clear to elders dancing. So it's something for everybody to see, and it's beautiful to watch, and they have specialty dancers, we just don't know yet who our specialty dancers are, but we will have them.
Thank you. Supervisor Chapman.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, thank you. I was just gonna say, I actually listened to this presentation when they were at the city council meeting, and I'd already had marked in my calendar. I've been to these in the past, it's been a while, but it's always a lot of fun to go watch and kind of really shows the culture and stuff. And it's a good community event, I plan on being there, and I also plan when we do board reports, I was gonna request $250 out of my discretionary fund to go and support.
Oh, that would be really nice, they'll sponsor dancers.
Yeah, and that's.
And then we will advertise too that you, the county board of supervisors, help sponsor the,
Yeah.
one on the powwow.
Yeah, no, I was planning on doing that later on during the regular part of the meeting. But I'm glad you're here, and I look forward to seeing it, and I've got it already in.
All right, I appreciate it, you guys take time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to talk under public comment at this time?
I would, but I'd like to do it in the
Yeah,
9:30
you bet.
session. if
Okay,
possible.
perfect, thanks.
Hi, Alan Schumacher. Some of you have seen that, I've held it up before. I think somebody's forgotten how it works. I have a little timeline that I was gonna come up with, but first of all, if I write something, I'm going to put my name on it. Somebody's sending this stuff out, and they're too chicken to put their name on it. I happen to know that some of it's lies.
What is it, Al?
Well, one of them says some things about friends that I don't like. The ultra-progressive Spencers and Tea Party Hodges. Well, first of all, using the Tea Party in a derogatory manner stinks. So whoever it is ought to man up. No.
Can I have those as part of, because you introduced them as part of the record? Do you want me to send you a copy back?
Sure, that'll be fine. Arrogance is a word that's in the dictionary, unwarranted pride and self-importance. So, nobody's gone by this, and I know there's at least one member on this committee, on these supervisors. I have a few questions, I don't know if I can get them answered, or when. I'd like to know when Retta turned in her papers. I'd like to know when the position was advertised, the gap between. What's wrong with an interim person in her place? You don't hire a proctologist if you need a cardiologist. You need to hire the proper person, the proper training, proper qualifications. Was every person that was advertised that responded, were they all offered the same amount of money? Was the job considered that the person you're electing to fill this position, that how much more money it's gonna cost the county because of long-term and the problems that have come along? If I asked my supervisor to call a person, I don't know how many of you know Christine and Mike DeForest. She has the worst story that I've ever heard on the person you're putting in that chair, the worst. And I would ask every one of you to call and listen to it. I have one of my own. I don't like being lied to. Face to face. I even called a guy named Todd Morrison. He is the captain of the Northern California Highway Patrol. Lives in Redding. He made the trip over here when he heard my story. And he told Mr. Burns, if I were you, I would get this straight with Alan, and you lied to him, you know you did. Won't even look at me. He won't even look at me. I got no use for anybody like that. And I don't know why any of you do. The morning after, or the few days after, whenever it came out in the paper and I read what happened to Tom Stone, I got to come in here and I got to chew 3 of you. There's only 2 of you left. And I got to thank the other 2 for having the backbone not to chide with the other 3. I can't even do that today. Somebody needs to have a backbone and vote correctly. We the people have spoken and spoken, and none of you care. And I go back to that unwarranted pride and self-importance. That's the arrogance. All of us in here are your bosses, and you forget me. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Alan. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Yeah, before we do, I just, thank you for your words. Appreciate your enthusiasm, your
I just speak the truth, Larry. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is bull.
And, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I understand. So with that, can we announce the items?
Be happy to, Mr. Chairman. The board is going to go into closed session for 4 items. 1, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, Stone versus County of Lassen, case number 56493 in the Superior Court of California County of Lassen. The second item, conference with legal counsel, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, 2 cases. The third item, conference with labor negotiator Richard Egan. The board will convene as the Lassen County In-Home Supportive Services Public Authority for discussion on labor negotiations, and then the board will reconvene as the Board of Supervisors. The fourth item, the employee performance evaluation, Child Support Services Director Maria Carlagna Bryce, and 2, Chief Executive Officer Richard Egan.
Thank you.
Buttons.